This is the Shamrock Estate Agency here. You what? You bought the paper shop. What's the complaint? Oh, it blew away. Begorra.
Who's booming at the BBC? Who's zooming into history? Who's foxier than you and me? Who's Basil? Who's sharper than a razor blade? Whose laugh is like an empty lake? Who's there to feel the hit parade? Who's Basil?
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Yes, hello, and welcome to the show with a big hello. Well, go on, then.
Pardon?
Carry on, tell everybody about the show, go on.
Oh, what's the point? You'll only interrupt me.
No, I won't. I shan't say a word.
Promise?
Ah, you won't know if there's anybody here. It'll be just like the audience for Seaside Special.
Hey, I've got a great joke, Basil, a really great one.
Well, tell it, go on, tell it.
Ladies and gentlemen, there was this gorilla, and he went into a pub. He put £1 on the counter and asked the landlord for a pint of beer.
Huh? Well, come on. Come on.
I thought I saw something.
It's probably the end of the joke. The audience saw it ages ago.
Now, Basil, you promised no interruptions.
I'm sorry. There must be somebody who hasn't heard it. Like Ronald Biggs or something, I don't know.
Well, as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, the gorilla put £1 on the counter and asked the landlord for a pint of beer. The landlord gave him his pint, 10p change, and said, "Pardon me for staring, but we don't get many gorillas in here." And the gorilla said...
At these prices, I'm not surprised.
Oh, Basil, you
It wasn't me, it was him.
Him?
Yes, him.
Oh, who the devil's this?
This is Peregrine, he's a puppet.
Well, I could see he's a puppet, but what's he doing here?
Well, I thought he'd brighten up the show a bit. Say bottle of beer, Peregrine. Now. All right, say gottle of gear, then. Now. He's got a mind of his own, this one. You never saw my lips move, did you?
Yeah, but how are you working him?
With me foot. I forgot to cut my toenails the other day and he couldn't sit down for a week. Oh, dear.
Hey, I know what it is.
What?
I know. You're trying to get rid of me, aren't you?
No, of course not, you silly Billy. But let's face it, what happens if you get a fabulous offer?
I'm not going to leave you.
Huh?
So why don't you get rid of this silly puppet?
Don't say things like that. Peregrine's very sensitive, aren't you, Peregrine? Now. He's got a mind of his own, this one, I'll tell you.
He's got rather a limited vocabulary, though.
Well, I haven't had him long. You can't train a puppet like that overnight, you know. Actually, he has learned to say something else.
Oh, well, I don't care what else you've taught him.
Well, of course you don't. Why should you?
All the same, what is it?
Push off!
I heard that.
Yeah, nothing personal. It's not my decision, it's his.
Oh, don't give me that. What you mean is you prefer him to me.
Now, what makes you say a thing like that? I don't, do I, Peregrine? Yes!
That's another word he's learned.
Yes, he's picking them up all the time.
Oh, marvellous.
No, he hasn't learned that one yet.
Well, that's it. I've had enough.
Oh, you're not alone. Serve the audience.
I shall go to my dressing room.
Yes.
And I shall stay... And I shall stay there...
Oh, yeah.
...till you get rid of this...
Oh, I shall go to my dressing room. I wouldn't mind. It's only a broom cupboard. Even the feather duster's complaining about sharing. Well, thanks very much, Peregrine. You've been a very great help. Was I all right? Marvellous. Good. There was this fella walking down the road. Get off. Go on, get off. I can't stand puppets. I don't know. Everybody wants to be a star. Well, I'm telling you, they haven't got a chance. Not like our first guest this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, a big welcome for our lovely special guest star, Miss Petula Clark.
I got your note early today. Wish you'd said something before. I would have tried to make you stay. I could have given was hurt bad once before. I was afraid to lose my heart, or I'd have given you more. I could have given much more. If you had told me last night was our last night, I would have held you ever so tight. I would have told you words I've been saving. I would have said you're all I'm living for. I could have given you more. I could have given much more. I would have told you words I've been saving. I would have said you're all I'm living for. I could have given you more. I could have given much more.
Where were you yesterday?
I was sick.
Get off. You were skiving.
I was not. I have a note. Look.
What? Billy couldn't come to school yesterday as he had stomachache, but he's better now. That's no good.
Why not?
Sign my father. Boom, boom! Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Petula Clark. Way! Oh, lovely. Oh, that was marvellous, Miss Petunia. Really.
Yeah?
Yes.
Come on. Did you really like it, Basil?
Like it.
Good.
Not very much. No, I'm only joking. I thought it was super.
Thank
Really
you,
did.
Basil. Basil, you
Yes.
know, really what I want to do is a duet with you. I've always wanted to do a
Oh,
duet.
all right. But I'm afraid you'd have to do it on your own.
Well, that's silly. I can't sing a duet on my own. Why don't you want to do it?
I've got a frog in my throat. You can sing a duet with the frog if you like.
Well, we can all three sing it. Come on.
Oh, all right. Well, what are we going to sing then?
Well, I don't know. How about something classical?
Yes.
Do you fancy Così fan tutti?
How do I know? I've never met the lady.
Mozart's Così fan tutti.
Is he? I didn't know that. I must send him a get well card.
All right, let's forget Mozart.
Yes.
What do you know?
Oh, I know some lovely songs. I know there's a rainbow round my shoulder and a tide mark round my neck. And what about Don't Let the Baby Play with Daddy's Glass Eye? He wanted to look for work. I've got an enormous repertoire for someone my size.
Basil, do
Yes.
you know you're the most impossible person I've ever met?
No, hum a few bars. I'll soon pick it up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Petula Clark and I will now burst forth into a song with a beautiful duet. I remember it well. It's from Gigi, so forgive me if I'm a little hoarse. We met at 9.
We met at 8.
I was on time.
No, you were late.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. We dined with friends.
We dined alone.
A tenor sang.
A baritone.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. Ah, it was Paris, the spring.
Yes, a little bistro on the left bank.
Yeah, until their gas cooker blew up, and then it was a little bistro on the right bank. I had frog's legs.
You still have frog's legs by the look of it.
Oh, you can go off people, you know.
And then you refused to pay the bill, and they called the police, and you ran off and fell into the river.
Yes, they found me guilty but insane. That dazzling April moon.
There was none that night, and the month was June.
That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
I know. It warms my heart to know that you remember still the way you do.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
Then tell me more.
Right. How often I thought of that Friday
Monday
night when we had our last rendezvous. And somehow I foolishly wondered if you might, by some chance, be thinking of it too. That carriage ride.
You walked me home.
You lost a glove.
I lost a comb.
Ah, yes, I remember it well. That brilliant sky.
We had some rain.
Those Russian songs.
From sunny Spain.
Ah, yes, I remember it well.
Oh, Basil, it really was romantic,
Oh, it
wasn't
was.
Do you remember all those celebrities we saw?
Yes, there was Yul Brynner giving Kojak the address of his barber.
We saw Glenda Jackson and Eric Morecambe dancing cheek to cheek.
Yes, and Ernie Wise and Penelope Keith dancing cheek to knee.
Do you know, Basil,
Yeah.
Marty Feldman had his eye on me all evening.
He had his eye on me too, and I was on the other side of the room. But I must say, Miss Pett,
Yes.
you were the belle of the ball.
Was I?
You looked smashing.
Thank you.
You wore a gown of gold.
I was all in blue.
Didn't I catch cold?
A cold, not you, not you. What fun you were, so bright and gay, a super fox in every way.
Was I?
Of course you were.
Wow!
Oh, yes, I remember it well.
Ah, lovely. Not bad. Oh, I enjoyed that. Oh, I love the old songs like that,
Yes,
don't you?
so do I. How about the old films? Don't you like
Yes,
those?
The Perils of Pauline, All Quiet on the Western Front, and they died with their boots on. They're lovely
perhaps
films.
not quite as old as that. No, I
Oh.
was thinking more of films like Mrs. Miniver
Oh, yes.
and my favourite, Brief Encounter with Trevor Howard. Do you remember?
Celia Johnson. I remember it well.
Yes. Do you remember that lovely, rather moving farewell scene in the railway station buffet? Remember
I
that?
do. It'd be all very different nowadays, though, wouldn't it, Miss Pett?
Yes, that's true.
Certainly would.
Yes. It's me.
It's you.
I'm here.
You're here.
With you.
With me.
Together.
Together.
You won't believe it, but someone got paid for writing that.
Do you mind? This is a personal and private conversation.
Good. Talk into that microphone and give them a giggle on platform 3.
Leave us alone.
Oh.
Oh, Alec.
Darling Laura.
Oi, none of that here. Pack it in.
Pack what in?
That, the meeting of the MIT. It's against regulations.
Nonsense.
Yes, it is. You listen. Regulation 463, no holding hands at the tables. God! No, Eric. Then keep doing that.
Well, really,
No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. No, that should read, no holding hands at the tables.
Darling Alec, might I have a cup of tea?
Of course, my dear.
Letty, 1 cuppa on the double.
I say, that waitress, she's not very clean.
I wouldn't say that, madam.
You wouldn't?
No, I'd say she was an absolute dump. She makes Dirty Gertie at number 30 look like an ad for Fairly Liquid. Don't worry, madam. All food served here is untouched by hand.
Oh, good. In that case, I'll have a roll.
Right. Letty, kick a roll over here, will you?
Well, on second thoughts, perhaps, a sandwich.
Huh?
And I'll have a sausage roll.
You're a brave man, sir.
Might I have a spoon for my tea?
No need. Hang on a sec. There we are. 1 cuppa, shaken, not stirred.
Darling Laura.
Oh, Alec.
How strange that We should be fated to meet here in this sordid little buffet.
Hey, I object to that word.
What, sordid?
No, buffet. This isn't a buffet anymore. This is a high-speed, intercity, away-day, non-stop traveller's fair.
High speed?
Yeah.
What's high speed about this place?
A sandwich for the start. Look, it's on the move.
I don't think I'll eat that after all.
Then have something else. A pork pie, perhaps?
Well, then, yes, a pork pie. I'll have a pork pie, please.
You want a pork pie?
Yes.
What for?
Well, to eat, of course.
To eat? Madam, our pork pies are not for eating.
What are they for?
You got any old buildings you want knocking down?
Ignore him, darling.
Yes.
Let us enjoy these few moments together. Do you remember that day we met?
Yes, it was the same day they delivered our first little sponge cake with a cherry on the top. Years ago it was.
Yes, years ago.
Yeah, you'd think someone would have bought it by now. Come on.
We sat here.
At this very same table.
By that very same bit of dried up poached egg.
And somehow we understood each other.
Yes. We clicked.
Oi, none of that here. No clicking.
What do you mean?
It's against regulations. Listen. Regulation 948. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's not clicking. It's no clucking at the tables.
Clucking?
Yes, it's the hens, you see.
Well, what hens?
The hens. You mustn't hold at the tables. Regulation 463.
Think only
It's
of us.
all here in the old regulations. Yeah, it's a pity we lost the other copy.
Well, what happened to the other copy?
It fell in the washing up water. Turned into a soggy pulp.
So you threw it away, I suppose.
No, he's eating it.
Darling, think only of us. Do you remember that moment, darling, when we knew that we loved each other?
Yes. Yes. We stood on the platform out there.
Yes, there was a shrill whistle.
A rumble.
And a blast of steam.
And I said...
Oh, I feel better for that.
No, I didn't.
I remember what I said. I said that we could not love each other. We are not free.
No, and nor's that tea. 12 pence, please.
Here you are.
Thank you.
Oh, this tea, it tastes of cocoa.
Cocoa?
Yes, cocoa.
Oh, dear. She's given you soup by mistake.
Soup?
Has it got bits of carrot and onion floating in it?
Well, yes, it has.
Oh, then in that case it's coffee. Letty! Letty! Letty!
Darling, this place is dreadful. Could we not have found somewhere else to have met?
Laura, dear, I know it's awful here, but this was our original rendezvous.
We're here again, my love. A tryst again.
Yeah, let's tryst again like we did last summer. Let's tryst again. Shut up!
Any more of this rubbish, and I'll call the station master.
All right, go ahead.
Right. Station master?
You call? I'm the station master. What do you want?
I don't believe you're the real station master.
I am. I've got my 2 flags and my whistle. When I wave the red flag, the trains stop. When I wave the green flag, the trains go.
And what happens when you blow the whistle?
Nothing. I've lost the P.
That does it. I've had enough. Laura, our love can never be. Let us shake hands and depart.
No, Alec. I don't want to shake your hand.
You didn't have much choice there, did you?
Alec, darling, give me your address.
Yes, I'll do that. And then you'll always be able to find me.
Cool. Where are you going, China?
Oh, it's no good. The fates are against us. Laura, it's all over.
Any more of those trains and the tea will be all over, too.
It's really all over this time. Then perhaps just one last kiss.
Yes. One last kiss.
It's a good thing you missed. Kiss when one of those goes by and your lips would need a remold.
When does the next up train stop here?
When does the next down train stop here?
Trains stop here? None of them stop here anymore.
Well, this is the railway station, isn't
It
it?
was once, but they closed it. Now it's a local egg packing station. I told you about the hens, didn't I? Well, you can hitch the lift on the lorry in the morning. Meanwhile, how about a nice station on there? Ideal for mending shoes, sealing leaks, and
Hey.
Yep.
Hey,
Basil, when your auntie hears that you and I have made the guys for fireworks night...
Hey, it's Albert Tadlock.
She'll be ever so pleased, you know.
Oh, yes.
Well, what do you think of it?
Oh, it looks like a great big puppet.
I can't stand puppets.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Where did you get that horrible jacket from?
It's mine.
Huh? Why hasn't he got any trousers on?
Well, he's got red underpants on.
Whose are they? Arthur Scargill's?
You know, we need a hand down with this to the bonfire. So I've asked that nice girl down at the farm, Winnie Armitage.
Oh, yes?
But the trouble is she was busy cleaning out the pigs and the smell was awful.
Oh, yes, Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh! Boom, boom!
No, don't laugh, Basil.
No, I won't laugh, neither will the audience.
No, really, because, you know, they have their hands full with that huge sow they've got at their place.
That's very interesting, Mr. Billy. I found out why that sow's so big.
Really?
Yeah, I saw her yesterday. She was lying on the side, and about 10 little piglets were blowing her up. Yeah, true. I say, I know a Guy Fawkes poem. Would you like to hear it?
Oh, I'd love to.
Right. A spark from a foyer, unconfined, caught a girl in her... well, never mind. She said, oh, what a pain! I feel just like a train, because I've got a tender behind. Serves a blooming right. You have to be very careful with fireworks and bonfires. Very, very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous,
Certainly
Basil.
are. Certainly are.
Come on now, it's time for the story.
Yeah, where were we? Where were we?
Now, you remember Nellie was with the wicked squire in that horrible place by the cliffs?
Oh, you mean Eastbourne?
Oh, no. I mean where the squire was trying to embrace poor Nellie.
Yes.
And where Jack Smith, the blacksmith, was swimming the river to try and rescue Nellie.
Oh, my uncle's very brave, you know.
Is he?
Yeah, last week he saved the lives of 3 men. He didn't let Auntie have the car. Yeah, and during the war he saved his whole battalion.
How?
Shot a cook. Come on, Mr. Billy, come on.
It was the sound of the waterfall.
Yes.
And it roared and roared. How could Jack escape?
Yeah.
It seemed incredible, but on a rocky part of the bank, the branch of a tree was growing, and he grabbed it.
I knew that would happen.
How?
Banks have branches everywhere.
The branch of a tree was growing, and he grabbed it.
Yes.
Yes, Jack clung where it overhung.
Oh! Jack clung where it overhung, and as he swung,
Yes.
he stuck out his tongue.
He did nothing of the sort.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
And as he clung there in desperation, he heard a female voice call out, Take hold of my arm, you strong, brave man.
I know who that is.
Who?
Dirty Gertie from number 30.
I will now read on.
Do.
It was the voice
Do.
It was the voice of Daphne, the squire's daughter.
Yes.
He took her arm and thus freed himself from the swirling eddy below.
I saw him on top of the pops.
Who?
Swirling eddy.
He stepped onto dry land.
That's a good one, that, isn't it?
And helped by Daphne, he ran through the fields, onwards to where his beloved was struggling with the squire.
Oh, yes.
Full of love for Nellie, he romantically called out the following words.
Yes. I beg your pardon?
I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did. You just said, what? That's not very romantic. Oh, look! If it isn't Aggie the Eggy. Ah. How are you, Aggie?
Oh, she sounds sad.
Yeah, she says she lost at bingo this afternoon.
Oh, 66 clickety-click.
No, Donald Duck, cluckety-cluck. Oh, bye-bye. She likes a good yoke. Yeah. Come on.
Okay. Can we return to the book?
Of course. Come on.
Full of love for Nellie, Jack called out triumphant words. Love will find a way. What do you say to that, Basil? He ran past the creatures in the fields, the sheep, the cows.
I once saw a notice on a cow.
Really?
Yes, it had a bell hanging from its neck, and a notice saying, please ring bell, horn not working.
He reached Nellie and the squire. His fist flashed through the air.
Yes.
The body fell to the ground with a dull thud.
Poor Nellie.
Poor Nellie. Oh, not Nellie, you fool. It was the squire.
Was it? Oh, yes.
And, of course, Daphne knelt down beside her father.
Oh, here she comes again. Dear old dopey Daffers with her deadly daddy. God.
The two lovers stood together.
Yes.
He so tall and she so small by comparison.
Perhaps she was standing in a hole.
True love made strong Jack put his arm tightly round her.
Hey, he didn't throttle her, did he?
Help had reached her.
Yes.
Yes, the succor she had longed for had arrived.
Sucker? Well, he's a bit of a twit, I must say, but...
Hand in hand, they wandered back towards the village.
Yes.
Their love engulfing them. What's the matter?
Well, I see. They're not going up in the hayloft, are they?
Yes. But don't worry, further trouble is at hand.
Yeah, they lost the key to the layoff. Oh, hayloft.
He whispered to her.
Little hayloft.
He whispered to her, Basil. I give you the most valuable thing I own.
Yes.
I give you my heart.
Big deal.
What more can a man give a woman?
What about a nice chalk ice?
Don't you think Nellie deserves a bit more than that?
All right, give her a knickerbocker glory. And expense, I don't mind.
Nellie decided to run onto the village.
Oh, yes.
And Jack was left alone with his thoughts.
Ah.
Now,
Yeah.
the squire had minions.
Oh, they're very painful, you know. My auntie had minions all over her feet. She had to cut holes in her shoes.
Disguised as a farm labourer,
Yeah.
this evil henchman was standing by a farm tractor, pretending to mend the caterpillar.
Mend the caterpillar?
Yes.
I don't know whether you're daft or I am. How can you mend a caterpillar?
Caterpillars are attached to each side of farm tractors. Surely you know that.
Poor little things. They get all squashed when the wheels go round.
The henchman jumped onto the tractor,
Yes.
started the engine,
Yes.
and drove it straight at Jack,
Huh?
who had his back to the tractor.
Oh, I knew they'd get him in the end. Yeah.
Suddenly, he heard the engine.
Yes.
But as he ran forward to escape,
Yes.
he caught his foot in a furrow.
He's always putting his foot in it.
He tried to wrench it out, but
Yes.
couldn't.
No.
And thus the drama unfolds.
What?
The tractor is careering towards him.
Yes.
Must Jack stay trapped like a rat in a trap, or will he be able to go? Will he be able to go?
Not while the train is standing in the station.
The tractor is nearer.
Yes.
What will happen?
And will she get the man she wants?
Who's she?
Dirty Gertie from number 30.
The henchman brings nothing but sorrow.
For Lily and her friend Jack.
His front is now caught in a furrow.
And the tractor is aimed at his back.
So sing us a song
On the countryside, and we'll join in with thee. We'll grind up the gurgle and mangle the wurzel, and then we'll go home for tea. Boom, boom!
BBC, swimming into history. Who's smarter than you and me? It's Basil. Who's sharper than a razor blade? Whose love is like an egg being laid? Who's ready at the victory range? It's Basil. Boom, 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 boom. It's Basil.
Hello, this is Dublin. 88-796-4854 3254-3954 27122 387-564-91 1769765. What service do you require? Police, fire, or ambulance?